Hey there, everybody. How's it going? I am Professor Science, and this is Invention Hour, the show where we talk about great ideas, science, and then we laugh a little bit because science can be funny too. As you know, I love science. I've loved science since my father, Stephen Science, took me to the science lab and said, "Son, this is this is one of the marvels of the modern world." And I didn't actually get any degrees in science. I got some degrees in engineering, but you don't have to be a scientist to do science. You just need to be curious about how the world works. You have to ask questions, and you have to test your ideas with experiments. And today we're going to learn about some great ideas and some ideas that were tested and are scientific. And to do that, my grad students are going to come on out and help me. We've got a little bit of senioritis. We are 2 months away from graduating, so they will be out in the world pretty soon. So come on out, guys. Hey. All right. How's everybody doing? You
Good.
guys ready? You guys studying for finals week?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's hot out. I didn't.
I know.
Yeah.
Listen, I will give you 1 extra point on your final exam for every 100 cicadas outside of my lab that you murder and bring to me, because those things are making it very hard to concentrate.
Sure.
All right. Well, without further ado, Millie is going to give us a presentation, and I forgot to ask her what it's about, so we're all going to be surprised.
It is a wonderful cheesentation.
Ooh.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to share my screen. Can
Yes.
everybody see it?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna go into present, and I'm gonna turn off my camera. Uh-oh. It's not letting me now. Great. So now you're stuck seeing me. Okie dokie, artichokes. All right. So when I said I wanted to do a presentation on a science topic, I was like, good writers write about what they know, and good scientists do science about what they know and love. So, of course, I decided to do the science of cheese and some fun facts about the science of cheese. All right. These were some quotes that came up that, like, just, oh my gosh, right to my heart. Vivian Marquis and Patricia Haskell consider cheese to be the wine of foods. And I mean, yes, I agree to that. Um, this one, like, mind blown. Cheese is milk's leap towards immortality. Thank you, Clifton Fadiman, for those like unbelievably deep words. And really, like that's a very fancy way of talking about cheese, but he is not wrong. So, cheese making, I'm just going to read this slide to you, the big no-no. But anyway, cheese making is the controlled process of removing water from milk. This process concentrates the milk's protein, fat, and other nutrients and increases its shelf life. Immortality. Get it? Cheese making is one of the earliest examples of biotechnology. Uh, Basically, cheese making is kind of in the same science family as learning what you can make through fermentation, which is why cheese is compared to the wine of foods. And then also, cheese happened by accident. It wasn't something that somebody sat down and was just like, you know what, let's do this fun thing. Basically, what had happened is there is an enzyme called rennet that is produced in animal stomachs. And way back, and I mean like way back, in my research, it was anywhere between 8,000 and 6,000 BC. Um, Somebody was storing milk in the handy dandy bag of the time, animal stomach. And because of the combination of the rennet, the enzyme in the stomach, they ended up with like a really, really soft cheese. This turned out to be kind of a great leap in oh gosh, now I'm losing the word, in health nutrition, because people had begun to domesticate animals, horses, cows, goats, donkeys, and they were getting the milk from these animals, but they were getting more milk than they could use. So it was literally going to waste. One of the other fun facts that I kept coming across is that it takes approximately 10 pounds of milk to make 1 pound of cheese. And I was thinking, gosh, that's a lot of milk. That seems like it's a lot for this process. But the point is that our ancestors were able to actually reduce the waste of food because they didn't have refrigeration. And, you know, if you milk the cow or the goat or the donkey, there is such thing as donkey cheese. They were basically, it was spoiling before they could eat it. Again, the earliest known instance of cheese was around 8000 BC, and this this was what I just loved. Cheese predates pottery, writing,
Oh,
metal tools, and royalty.
damn.
Cheese is awesome. They know this because they have found containers with traces of butter in ancient Egyptian and ancient Greek uh, archaeological sites. Alrighty, the big question.
Hmm.
But I can't eat cheese because I'm lactose intolerant. How did that come about? Basically, humans are lactose intolerant. We were not ever supposed to have eaten another animal's milk or things made from milk. In the Northwestern European countries, the gene mutation basically created that made people tolerant, lactose persistent. This gene mutation happened because they were not getting enough vitamin D. It was shorter days, darker, earlier, that kind of thing, and lower levels of sunlight. So they became able, due to the living in conditions of darkness, they humans basically changed to be able to become tolerant to dairy. The really cool thing about that is you can trace some human migration due to finding a lactose persistent gene that you know that they came from Northwestern European countries. Most of Asia and a large portion of Africa, those populations are lactose intolerant. They never built the gene mutation because they had enough sun. But there, you can find some instances of cheeses made in those cultures. Why? Now we're getting to the questions of our
Yeah.
presentation. Why is cheese yellow? It's actually not that yellow.
What?
True cheese is either white or a very light yellow. Basically, anything that the animal has eaten that would be kind of like carotene based is so concentrated that that's where you'll get the yellow color. But again, it's not a super duper yellow. And again, thousands of years ago, not a new thing. Somebody said, let's make this cheese cheesier looking. And they added saffron to it. Doesn't change the flavor. It's purely an additive. Just makes it a little bit more yellow and or orange. There's no such thing as orange cheese at all, even light orange. Um, and then when they
Eyes.
when they when they found out that the saffron was a clutch move, saffron's pretty expensive. So then they quickly found annatto as the poor man's saffron to continue with the charade of orange cheese. Another big question that came up in my research: what makes the holes in Swiss cheese? I also thought you would super enjoy me attempting to pronounce this. Here we go. Propionibacterium freudenreichi subspecies Shermani. And then I love how it's called P. Shermani for short. Like you couldn't have started with that. Lead with that, please. Mm. This is this is a big one for me. Why is cheese so addictive? I mean, because it's cheese. But there's an actual science behind it. Humans are wired to seek food sources of fat, calories, and salt. I mean, so like those cheese covered fries, you were kind of wired to want that, right? Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. So cheese kind of ticks the boxes for all of those. And then it also has the added benefit of containing casomorphins, which are basically a version of oxytocin. So
Ooh.
when you have cheese, it releases these wonderful endorphins and you feel good. Oh, one fun fact, I do want to go back. I know, party foul. This is really creepy. The holes in Swiss cheese are called eyes, and a Swiss cheese is rated on its eyes. If it doesn't have a lot of eyes, it's called blind. All right, now we're into our fun facts. We're wrapping this up. Harder cheeses are actually okay for lactose intolerant people. If you are lactose intolerant, you have a difficult time breaking down the sugars in cheeses. And hard cheeses have been fermented in such a way that most of the sugar is gone. So things like Parmesan, Reggiano, and other cheeses that are really, really hard and have been aged for a while are actually okay. There you go, folks. Another fun fact, this one is just because I'm building one on my house. During the Roman Empire, large Roman houses had separate kitchens for manufacturing the cheese only, and they were called carrioles. I've already gotten the contract. Final fun fact, studies have shown that eating cheese 30 minutes before bed can improve your sleep. Lies, you say? Actually, no. The calcium in cheese helps your brain use up the tryptophan found in dairy to produce melatonin. Second, calcium helps regulate muscle movement. So, any of you suffering from restless leg syndrome, have a little bit of cheese right before you go to bed. Last but not least, let's celebrate. I didn't even know this when I asked to present this month, but June is National Dairy Month, and we're only days ago. It was National Cheese Day. For me, it's National Cheese Day every day, so I think you could celebrate now. I think that's all right. And that is the science of cheese.
All right. Wow. That was so much about cheese. I don't know about you, but I am starving. So I got to start off. What is your favorite kind of cheese?
Oh, that's kind of like picking a favorite kid.
I mean, yeah, most people have favorite kids.
Oh gosh, all right. It depends. It depends upon the circumstance. You know, like I have a favorite cheese for pizza. I have a favorite cheese for eating straight. I have a favorite cheese that I like for spreading. I have at any given time between 10 and 15 different kinds of cheeses
Oh man,
in my
me
fridge.
brie. If you put brie in the oven
That's
and you
it for
pull
you.
it out and there's crackers nearby, you're never gonna see that brie again. Anyway, I'm thinking about how much cheese might have affected human evolution.
Mhm.
You say it's milk's leap towards immortality because the water's removed,
Mhm.
and I just thought about how the Egyptians mummified people by removing the water from them. Do you think they were trying to turn into cheese?
I mean, cheese is God, so sure. No, it's with the discovery of cheese, because it's really what it was. It wasn't invented; it was discovered. Um, Nutrition really took a leap forward because people were able to get high fat and protein um, in a form of food that could be stored.
Mhm.
And in fact, it was so sought after for nutritional value that it became part of the rations for the Roman Empire. Like it
Mm.
was, it is what you got. And if you think about it, in any middle Middle Ages or any kind of like sci-fi, not sci-fi, fantasy, like when they pack to go on the road, it's a hunk of bread and a hunk of cheese and like some kind of salted meat. So
I
it
mean,
really
that's
did
what I do when I
allow.
go on the road.
I mean, I think now it's like, what are they, Slim Jims?
I make a nice sandwich with some pepperoni or salami in the middle.
Yeah.
And then I pack that up and I eat it on Route 95 while I'm driving through New Jersey Turnpike. Anyway, but I want to come back to this. I think cheese may have, directed humanity more than we've known. And you said cheese predates, what is it, pottery, writing, metal tools, and royalty. That all fits together. You need pottery and writing to package cheese and label it. You need metal tools to cut that cheese. And once there's people with cheese and without cheese, that naturally leads to a system of monarchical government.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I think it's
I think
cheese all the way down.
cheese has driven humanity for longer than we've known.
Right. Well, I guess one more thing I want to ask is, are there any current scientific advancements in cheese? Where do you see the next 10, 20, 30 years of cheese technology?
Well, I mean, it's mass produced like crazy. Some cheese though, like Parmesan Reggiano, is still produced only by one family, the same family for the last 600 years. Um, I did read that Swiss cheese holes are getting smaller because technology has advanced so much that it's removing the bacteria necessary.
Mm,
So
wow,
it's becoming less holy.
there's shrinkflation in the cheese holes. I don't know if I like this. Well, I think we talked about cheese for long enough that somebody can use this video and make a supercut of all the times we said cheese.
Cheese.
So with that, I'd like to bring on our grad students and let's see some cheese related comedy.
Cheese.
I don't think I want to be milk anymore.
What? Come on. People love us.
Yeah, but like,
People
have
love
you ever
us.
just felt like, like your existence is much more than what you're at right now? Like your existence could be way more than just liquefied whatever we are.
We're milk. People drink us. People pour us in things to cook. They can't live without us. They love us. Listen, we're so good. Their bodies aren't built for us yet. Yet they cannot quit us. That's where. Who else
Skim,
can do that?
Skim, you have a good point.
Yeah.
You have an excellent point, but I don't know. I just feel like sometimes I just want people to squeeze the liquid out of me,
No,
I heard that's the life to live is just
no. They need us. They
waterless
need
milk.
what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Grind nuts up and turn that into milk? Oh, come on.
Oh,
Come on. Like you
wouldn't
really
that
think
be
that's
the
gonna
day?
happen.
That would
That
be.
jeez, yeah. I think we've got a good life here. We can feature at any meal. We can like somebody gets an injury, like they get burned, they can put us on them. We're healing. We grow big strong people.
That's true.
Tag
I
these
have.
two out. We've got too much milk.
What are we gonna do?
We got to do something with it because it's like piling up all around here. It's like there's just too much milk.
Wait. Lightning bolt. Hold on. Ready? What if we pour it out?
Just like on the ground or what?
Yeah, we don't need it. It's just gonna smell bad later. We could just throw it out.
You know what? You're making a mess over here. Let's get these like stomachs. We got a few animal stomachs here. We can like fill them up with the milk and then dispose of it.
I mean, whatever floats your canoe.
Okay.
I got Carly and Eileen. All right.
It's our chance is coming. Our chance is coming.
What?
We've been just sitting here on the side of this stomach for generations. Going in a stomach, out of stomach, in a stomach, out of stomach.
Barry, I don't like the way you're talking about this. We have our place. All right, we're in the stomach.
No, we can ascend.
This is too much. All right, we've chosen our station in life. We stay in the stomach. We do what we're told in the stomach.
What if we could be more? What if we could end up in another stomach?
You're thinking like a madman, Barry.
Oh my God, you've got to see this, Henrietta.
Well, you fought it once and I didn't want to come and smell it. Why would I come over there now?
There's something happening inside here, okay? I just need you to look inside the stomach.
That's what happened last time. I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to stick my nose in there.
You know what? Here, I'm going to put it over your head, and then you'll see how you like it.
Oh.
Scene.
What?
Did either of you see my brie?
No.
I put it in the oven. I turned my back. It's gone. My brie's just gone.
No. Oh, wait. Did you check up on that top cabinet? Turn around. I think it's right there.
There were crackers there a minute ago.
No,
I
never saw any crackers. You're crazy.
Gosh, next you're going to say the raspberry preserves are missing. You know what? I think
Wait, whoa. Why are you bringing raspberry preserves into this? I didn't even mention them. Listen,
All right.
we have a festive party and all my stuff keeps going missing.
Listen, this party's great. Maybe you just misplaced things.
You're chewing.
Yeah, I'm chewing the cud with you. I love chatting with my friends.
I think I left my drink out on the porch. Do you mind grabbing it? Mosquitoes. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
All right. Maybe I accidentally put the brie outside. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh man, he's never gonna see this brie again.
Hurry, let's eat it. Let's get rid of the
Hey, I
hunger.
found ya.
Oh, hey, you found the drink?
I found you. I see you eating that brie.
Oh man,
How do you know it's free?
Put that brie in the oven, and I warmed it up, and it was going to be for everybody. And you took it. You took it from the people. You took the brie from the people.
Scene.
Gather. We are going to begin the most dangerous and lucrative theft of the monster cheese ever taken.
But why? Why?
Why?
We are French. We like the cheese. We want the good cheese.
Yes.
But what would we do with all the cheeses? We can't combine them.
What do we do with any cheese? We eat.
Oh, I don't.
You are thinking too small. Cheese is its own reward. We have the cheese, which means those English bastards don't.
The English bastards.
Okay.
Any ideas on how we're gonna do it?
I've never had cheese before. I don't.
Never?
My body doesn't like it. It does some things when I have cheese. It doesn't like it.
Oh, sacre bleu.
Mon Dieu.
Cigarettes.
Hang out, Jess, leaving everybody else. Okay, I am from Finland. You want to send some people to me to retrain them? Is that what you are saying?
Oui.
Yes.
They get in the north. We have no sunlight for most of the year. We just feed them cheese and then they become really French. That's what you want, yes?
Yes. This will do.
Exactly.
Okay. We will then send you as a payment for your generosity. We will send you 5 pallets of pickled fish. It's our
No,
favorite
no,
thing
no,
to
no.
eat, pickled fish.
Tag out everybody. Are you here for this cheese exchange program too?
Yeah, I want to go back to England.
I mean, all because I can't eat brie. Ugh. My parents are so lame.
Look, I don't want to be French.
I have to do this for our people.
Why do you have to be
Great.
such
Thank
a
you.
goody
Thank
goody?
you. Oh, I'm still wearing my beret. You know what? I'm keeping it. Okay. Well, that was a great cheese filled episode of laughs. Still hungry. I've got shredded cheese on my lap, so I'm just gonna bring in Brian. And this one is gonna be all about math.
Yes, this is a math more. Yes, Barry is very excited. Make sure everything is set up here. This is more of a math and science based, but you need to do math in order to understand science. So we're gonna do that. Okay.
Woo!
We're starting with a very simple premise. 3 is greater than 2. Okay, we are accepting math as we accept science. So 3 is greater than 2, and we're going to talk about this in the context of basketball and why that is important. Okay, in the beginning, basketball was gray and drab. This was basketball. A bunch of short and middle-sized white guys on a brown court, and they could only score 1 or 2 points at a time. That was it. It was very limiting. It was binary in a way. Then in 1979, the NBA adopted a 3-point shot, which means you could get 3 points if you shot from outside where that blue line is. And look at the color that came to basketball. Look at this beautiful court. So now you could get 3 points. You could like, wow, this is more than what I used to get. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. But the thing is, if you're like further back, it's harder. So, what do you do? This is a chart of NBA field goal percentages from 1961 to 2021. This goes through this season. And it looks like there's a great variety there, but really, we're only talking about from 43% to 49%. So it's pretty solid. And if you look here in the middle, I mean, from like the late 90s, it's been between 44 and 46%. That's pretty steady. So, yeah, you're going to make about half the shots you take. So that's a pretty good deal. 2 points is pretty good half the time. Now here's 3-point percentages. They sucked at it when they started. Like it was like you were putting me out there to shoot, and it just, you can't make it. But then they got better. And it's been really consistent between like right about 34 to 36% over the years. Okay, so this is what's happening historically in basketball. So just to recap, since 1961, the overall field goal percentage for the whole league is 46%. But for 3-pointers, since they started, the overall average, because they sucked at the beginning, is 33%. 46 is greater than 33.
Again,
right?
You're crazy.
But 3 is greater than 2. That's what's important here. So what happened is sports have had analytics for years. People have tried to figure out like ways to use numbers to game the system. And in the early 2010s, it was really starting to hit the NBA, and they were installing this technology in arenas. It was first voluntary. Now everybody has it. It's called Sports View, and it's like cameras everywhere in the arena, and they track everything that the players do. And they got these data geeks who could figure it out and figure out every movement, everything, and analyze every piece of data that happened in the game so they could make the teams better. And here's what they found out. Yeah, you shoot in that middle area. yeah, you only make it half the time. So that means every shot you're going to get close, a little bit less than 1 point per shot. But if you're on the 3-point side, if you're only making 1 out of 3, you're going to get 3 points. You're going to get 1 point per shot. And if you start to stack that up, and go in volume, especially if you shoot from the corners, which are even better percentages, you're going to get more points for 3-pointers. Looking at my notes to make sure that. So what, they have this data. How do they use it? What happens to make this data relevant? I'll tell you what, Steph fucking Curry happened. Steph Curry is the son of and former NBA player Del Curry. He was a good but not great college player. He was an outside shooter, but he's kind of small by NBA standards, 6'3", which is literally a foot taller than me. He was a first-round pick. His first few years, he did well, but he wasn't great. He had some injury problems. And then something happened. So he came into the league in 2009, 2010. In his second year in the league, the 2010-2011 season, Darrell Wright, his teammate with the Golden State Warriors, had the most 3-pointers made in a year for the team for that season, 194. Steph had, I think, like 140. I forget what it was, but he was not even the best shooter on his team. Fast forward 2 years, and we're skipping 2011-12 because there was a lockout and they didn't play a full season, so it's not a good data set. Barry can appreciate it.
Yes.
So fast forward to the next full season. He made 272.
Woo.
He made 80 more 3-pointers than anybody did before. He broke the record, which was, I think, it was the low 200s, and he did it taking fewer shots than the guy who had the record. So his percentage went up. He took more shots and made more of them. That has led to this what is called spacing. Look at this. This is the red is the Houston Rockets. I'm pointing at my screen. You can't tell what I'm pointing. But the white is the Warriors. And look, all 5 of the Rockets are outside the 3-point line. They're just like, let me get that. 3 is more than 2. Let me out there. 3 is more than 2. And it's just brought about this whole concept of, wow, 3 is more than 2. We finally figured it out. I couldn't find any better pictures, and this one is kind of skewed because it is the last 2 minutes of a game and Golden State was up by 4, so they did need a 3, but whatever. And James Harden will shoot from fucking Detroit. He doesn't care how close he is. except when he's faking getting fouled because he's don't even. So here's the amount of times 3-pointers were attempted per game, and it looks like that Price is Right game. It looks like that Price is Right game just going up the mountain. Yeah, the mountain climber. And there's that arrow. That's when Steph Curry did it. And so they went from 5 to 20 in like 30 years. And they went from 20 to 30 in like 5 years. And they're right about, was it 34, right? 34, 35. Yeah, 34. They're going to go over 35 next year for sure. Because 3 is greater than 2. So they finally figured out that this very basic, simple mathematical process, they couldn't get it through their heads until one skinny, short guy was like, I'm just going to become better at it than everybody else and do it more than anybody else. And everybody went, well, I guess I will too. So it's math that has changed the NBA. And here it is. Look at that. Boom. All right. I'm done.
Wow. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn and take my beret off because we're talking sports.
We're talking math. We're talking math.
Yeah, we're talking math. We're talking sport. Well, I think that's a really great point that you made, is that sports has math in it. Math can be a sport. Shout out to all my mathletes or former mathletes.
Yeah.
And the frustrating thing as a sports fan is these things happen, like they get the data and they use it, and then let's take baseball for instance, where they know where everybody hits the ball, so they will shift and move players to the places where the player is most likely to hit it. And then there's no, we have to ban that. You have to ban being smarter than the other team. That's just stupid. No, if he can't hit the ball to the left side of the field, that's his fault. You shouldn't be stopped from doing that.
Now, I do want to ask you something because, here at the Science at Invention Hour, We believe in rigorous science, peer-reviewed science. So we always cite our sources. So, do you have any backup for the statement 3 is greater than 2?
Yeah, when I look at my keyboard, it's to the right of 2, and then 4 is to the right of 3. And I mean, fucking
All right,
Hewlett
that
Packard.
counts. That counts.
Hewlett Packard would not lie to me.
Oof, I don't know. Well, that I think you made a good point. With that 3-point shot, you can make more points. I guess it's a better game if it's higher scoring. There's more excitement. What about a 4-point shot?
That has been talked about. And I don't like it for this reason, because the growth on the 3-point shot is awesome at the NBA level because they are the best players in the world. They make them at ridiculous clips. I forgot I had in my notes. So the overall percentage of 3-pointers is 33%. More than 20 guys are better than 40% on 3-pointers this year. The guys are like 7-footers. But what has happened is lower levels. Now every kid thinks they're Steph Curry. And if you've ever had the indignity of going to a high school basketball game, like I have from when my daughter was there, it is, I mean, high school basketball was bad before every kid thought they needed to be Steph Curry. But now so if you have a 4-point shot, then
all right, I feel like we're getting away from science. We're ranting about high school sports. I do have a question about your presentation. Can you go back to that first slide that had the graph in it?
Sure.
You mentioned data geeks. I'm a data geek. Love really getting into the nitty gritty of how graphs are presented. So
hold on. This one?
Good. Yes. All right. This highlights, not to go off on you or anything, but this highlights a very strong pet peeve I have, which is graphs of percentages where the y-axis doesn't start at 0.
Well, I mean,
this is misrepresenting the data. It's making it look like a much bigger difference, and it's not putting the data into context. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean, but
Okay. All right. I know you're the professor and all that, but the data never goes below 42% and it never goes above 50%.
Then put that in a secondary graph that's farther down and make that figure 2b, because it's important to know the content. All right. Now all right, I just need to take a step back.
I guess you hold on, let me get back to the PowerPoint.
I get excited about graphs the way you get excited.
I guess you really don't like this one, which only goes from 20 to 30.
Get that fucking thing out of my face. All right. I think the only way to make basketball better would be to add cheese to it.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I agree.
As long as we're talking about 3-pointer shots, there's a point shots. How many points is a tequila shot?
If it is off-brand tequila, it is 0. If it is a NBA player's name brand tequila, you get 1 3/4 points.
Oof. All right. Well, if I have 3 of those.
If you can hit a 3-pointer after drinking a shot of tequila, you get 4 3/4 points.
Yeah, I think last weekend I was about 6 or 7 points in, and I did wake up on a basketball court. So anyway.
Oh, hey, it all comes back. It all comes full circle.
All right, grad students, come on out.
In the beginning, oh God, welcome. I have some feedback for this thing you made called Earth.
Okay. Not at all what I expected of this meeting, but go ahead. I'm here for it.
Hi, it's kind of boring.
What?
Boring.
Earth is a lot of things. It has a lot of components. Is there something specifically boring?
It's just like, it doesn't excite me, you know? It's just like another it's like another rock that you threw out into the universe that you made.
But this one supports life. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, but there's like only 2 of them down there. They're like not even doing anything. They're just like looking at freaking chameleons. You're like, wow, like come on.
It's just at the beginning. I mean, it's gonna get better. It's gonna improve.
Hey, what up? I'm a snake. Now we got a third species out here. There's plants, there's fish over there, and I'm a snake.
Snake, it's a little early for you, but I mean, I guess like you
All
were
right, just
saying.
trying to spice things up.
No. Oh gosh, I was saying that Snake could go early. Like it's a little ahead of plan, but I mean, now you got me thinking that it's just ho hum, and I don't.
Is there like something else you could do to make it like not so boring?
Do you want me to send 2 snakes?
Hi, my name is Adam.
Hi, Adam.
I really thought it would be best if you spoke to the creatures directly, so I had them come on up.
Adam.
Not boring. He's so not boring. Go ahead. Wow. Do your dazzle.
Hi, I'm an angel. You cannot comprehend my features. You're boring.
Angel, let's give him a chance. Go ahead, Adam.
What's boring? I talk to the animals. I saw a snake running around here somewhere.
Yeah, to be fair, you just poke at the animals. But
Snake again here. I got some apples that might make you less boring.
Ooh.
I'll go get them.
I like that. I've never had an apple. What is an apple?
What is an apple?
Let's
not. No, gosh. All right. No, let's not. No to the apples. No apples. No. Apples are bad. No.
I don't know. Maybe apples aren't bad. Do you even know what the word bad means?
Oh gosh, this is really not going to go well.
I don't know what that word means. I'm kind of lonely though. I don't really like the animals.
I got everybody but Jess. You want this apple?
Bad. I was told the apple's bad, even though I don't know what bad means really.
They're not bad, okay? They're really great. I'm gonna have some. I think you should too.
I don't know. It's bad. They said bad. I don't know what bad means, but wow, that did look juicy.
Do it.
Okay. All right.
Check it, Eileen. So I suppose you understand what bad means now that you've gotten yourself kicked out of my garden. I feel like this might have been instigated by that angel of features we can't even comprehend. You know what?
They did tell you said it was bad, but you didn't explain what bad meant. Like you
Adam.
didn't. You just said it's bad, and I was like, I don't know what bad means.
I am God. Just take my word. You're enjoying this way too much, Angel.
Yeah.
Okay. Does everyone have their 64 ounces of water? Everyone have their dried meats? I could not impress upon you enough how dangerous and barren this landscape is that we're going into. We are walking into the 10-foot to 18-foot zone on this course. The long two. Some people come in and they never come out. You have to take it seriously.
You don't score a point.
My dad told me that I should embrace the long two because that's what our forefathers believed in.
And how many of your forefathers are alive today?
Well, my grandpa Joe was 78 when he died.
Yeah.
I just want to take a free throw. That's it.
Yeah, you can take a free throw if you stay and shoot a 3-pointer and kick your legs out like it's safe.
Like fake a foul.
Yeah, or flop or whatever. But don't venture into this no man's land.
Wait! I didn't know I was being led by someone from the Church of the Latter-day Reggie Miller, and I'm not going to put up with that sort of blasphemy of leg kicking. That is not how I was raised.
And that's why you and you all alone are welcome on this trip. I too dislike the horrors of leg kicking and the horrors of flopping, but you have to realize in today's environment it is not safe. You have to take it seriously. We're yes.
I just have a question. Are we
Please.
Are we sure that we're gonna get more points at the 3-point line?
We're just trying to survive. Don't think about points in the long two. Just get through it. Pass the ball and get out.
Oh my God, Barry is very excited.
We see the fluorescent lights come on in the gym, and we hear a voice over the intercom. 8th grade students, please report to your classrooms. You are not on a trek to the 3-point zone. Report to your classrooms.
Oscar Robertson lived and died by the 14-footer, and I'm gonna live by his example.
Yes, we're gonna be strong enough, but you have to be prepared. They don't want you. They don't want you to find out what greatness lies in the long two.
Can I confess something?
Yes. You cannot bring lies into the long two. Confess now.
I shoot my free throws underhanded.
Scene. Oh, I'm so excited to meet other moms at this PTA event. So, you have 2 children, you said?
I do. Yes. They're my little angels.
I have 3.
Oh, that's sweet. That's cute. Yeah, I like
3 is
mine.
more than 2.
Oh, that's true. I mean, it's funny you say that though, because like 3 kids, there's always one that's left out. My little Johnny and Susie, they work together marvelously.
I really just feel that it's basic math. That, 3 is more than 2. So your kids may work together, but I have more.
Yeah,
Tag
it's
out
nice.
Jess. Well, hey, I love giving this movie 2 thumbs up because I've got 2 thumbs.
Yeah, but 3 thumbs is more.
Well, yeah, no, I know it's more, but like, why is that better?
Because 3 is more than 2.
Tag out Brandon. But 2 testicles is normal.
I mean, I was really kind of hoping that
this
I'd
date
find...
was going.
Hey! What about 0 testicles? Why don't we start with that? Okay, because you're just talking 2s and 3s here. But you're not talking about the whole thing. That's all I'm saying.
I thought this date was going good.
I'm really sorry.
Tag out Millie. Well, did you tell her how many testicles you have, like I told you?
I did. I told her I had 2. And apparently that's a deal breaker.
And it didn't go well? I don't know, man.
No, Dad, and it's all your fault for only giving me 2 testicles. It's all your fault.
That advice was foolproof. You must have screwed it up somehow.
That's like the 8th date you've told me to talk about my testicles, and it didn't go well. Usually for a different reason.
Tag out Brian and Brandon. 1, 3, 3, 5, 1, 0, 0, 0, 4, 0, 2. There's a 2. Super like.
Barry, I just want to commend you on using all of it.
Absolutely. 6. 1/2.
Oh, you don't like fractions? I love fractions.
I kind of regret swiping off the fraction now.
You really got to think about those fractions.
3. 2 minus pi.
Earth has gotten so interesting.
It has, hasn't it?
Well, be careful. It might be a catfish. It might be an imaginary person.
Cut to Barry on a date.
Scene. Bring back Brandon. Hey, boss. I've been working on some new updates here for the car. The speedometer. Nobody gives a crap if your car's 0 to 5 to 10 miles. Nobody cares. It's all kind of the same. So the new speedometer I made starts at 10.
What?
The new speedometer, it skips 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it just starts at 10.
Oh
What do you
my
think about
God,
that, boss?
that's not going to be approved by the Department of Transportation. Tell me you came to me before you started putting this in cars.
Absolutely not. I mean, I
Oh
even
no.
got the patent license going on it. But
Oh my
boss,
God, they're leaving the assembly line like this.
Cut to the dealership. So you just got it. You gotta catch the car while it's the test drive is free, but you gotta move. You gotta come on, honey. We want to test drive this Chrysler. Come on. Why is it always turning right too?
time out. Time out, Barry. Bring back Brandon.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
There's a few flaws, but overall, I think people are getting more in shape.
I mean, yeah, it's true. We do have the fastest dealers out of anyone. I mean, whenever I go to the car company secret meetings, like Edwin Chevy is like, my dealers can't run fast as yours.
Yeah. I also feel that I'm just going to create, kind of thinking about things, spitballing now. Like 5 a.m, nobody's up to see that. I'm going to start a clock that starts at hours that we definitely only use. I'm going to get right on that, boss.
I was very skeptical of your first idea, and I didn't think Ford was going to start making clocks, but you didn't steer me wrong that first time.
I see what you said. Steer. I love working for you, boss.
Same.
Oh.
Hey, I'm Steph Curry with the shot or whatever Drake said about me in his song. Yeah, I don't know how I got down here. Who are you?
Sometimes do you ever feel like somebody's watching us? Like,
I mean, yeah, I'm looking at him right now. I'm looking.
I don't see anything. Huh?
You don't see this man eating popcorn watching us during practice?
No, it's like a golden light over there or something. I don't know. But hey, you know what? Since you started doing this thing with like the 3-point, I think I'm going to start doing it too.
You want to shoot 3-pointers?
Yeah.
Your foul shots are. No one fouls you, but we don't want you to get fouled because you can't make them.
Well, yeah, I don't want to do foul shots anymore because they're only worth 1 and 1's less than 3. So,
all right. Look, if you want to try, man, you can try. Look, I'm not going to tell the water boy that he can't shoot threes. That's
yeah,
anyone,
I want to shoot threes now, even though I'm not on the team. It doesn't matter because it's more than 1 or not.
Yeah.
Tag out Jess and Eileen. I'm just really curious. Where is this endless supply of popcorn coming from, Angel?
I'm an angel. You cannot comprehend my form.
Fair enough.
And that's our show. All right. We all had a great time at this show. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something. I say we just recap what we've learned so far. Cheese is both the most important invention that mankind has ever brought onto the face of the earth, and it might actually have guided our progress as a species. 3 is greater than 2. I don't really understand basketball all that much, and
The NBA is exciting. Don't listen to people.
And we can't comprehend angels. So yeah, I think that last one's science, right?
Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Well, from all of us at the Invention Hour to you, wherever you are in your house, have fun, be curious, and keep doing science.